The battleground called America sees one skirmish after another, but who is fighting for faith, family, and flag? Charles Benninghoff, and here he is with today's action plan to defeat the forces of globalism.
Charles Benninghoff here. I'm the founder of Pray For Us, Pray for the United States, and today I want to tell you about an idea that will really help make America great again. Bob Mallory, our editor for many years now, fleshed out this campaign tactic and did a great job on it. My many thanks to Bob, a true and loyal Christian American patriot. What if we could make the Senate majority Republicans actually do their job and start supporting President Trump's vision for America? Wouldn't that be great? Ha! That really would be great, wouldn't it? Well, we have to push for a change to the Senate closure rule. Some people use the old-fashioned term cloture with a T, but I don't think that's appropriate. So whenever you think cloture, always think closure. It's much more understandable. But whatever you do call it, this rule is stopping Trump's effort to make America great again. Let me explain why. Well, starting off with the presstitutes, basically who are illiterate when it comes to American civics. These presstitutes wants to convince you that this issue is all about eliminating the Senate filibuster. Got nothing to do with it. Not a thing. The real issue is the closure rule, which is called Rule 22 in the Senate, if you want to look it up. If we get rid of the closure rule, Democrats would no longer be able to block the Obamacare repeal, tax cuts, starting the wall, and other major pro-American items. Today, I'll let you know how our network of patriot activists is fighting to get rid of the closure rule to help make America great again. If you want to join in and help, mouse over the video screen right now or tap on it if you're using a mobile device. Then click the little eye. It's called a little eye YouTube icon. It's in the upper right corner, and you'll then see a newsletter link. When the newsletter link appears, just click on it, and that will pause this video, and it will also open up a newsletter sign-up page in a new window. My free daily newsletters cover the most important current issues concerning America. Every newsletter covers only one issue of national importance, not a bunch of them. We don't go robbing links from other sites and then cast them off as our own. Every single one of our newsletters contains only one issue, and we wrote it. We write unique, compelling calls to action that will help keep you in the front of the conservative news curve. Plus, my daily action newsletters contain facts you'll never hear on mainstream media, but are necessary to know to survive in this surreal world being forced down our throats by globalist Democrats and this nation's prostitutes. When you get done there, just come back here. We'll be waiting for you. Now, on with the campaign. President Trump sent a tweet a few days ago that has the national prostitutes up in arms, claiming that Mr. Trump is calling for an end to the filibuster. Let me read that tweet to you, and you'll notice one word that's conspicuously missing from the message. And I quote, "The U.S. Senate should switch to 51 votes immediately and get health care and tax cuts approved. Fast and easy. Dems would do it, no doubt." Close quote. He didn't say anything about eliminating the filibuster, but the prostitutes say that the president wants the Senate to end the filibuster. Instead, he said switch to 51 votes. President Trump is saying to get rid of the closure rule, which is simply a procedural rule, and I think that's a great idea. The House passes all legislation on a simple majority vote. All elections are decided by a simple majority. Virtually everything you vote on is decided by a simple majority. The truth is, all bills in the Senate only require a simple majority of 51 votes to pass. International treaties require a 2/3 vote for passage, and this is clearly set out in our Constitution. So it's not a procedural rule, it's a constitutional requirement. But in the Senate, the closure rule, a rule made by politicians alone, is the roadblock that says 60 votes are required to cut off debate so that a bill can be voted on. The closure rule is why nothing ever gets done in the Senate. And we need to eliminate it. Let me explain these terms here. Most people know what a filibuster is from the old Jimmy Stewart movie called Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. In a filibuster, any senator can stand up and talk for hours and hours on end to prevent a vote from taking place. The senator, though, has to remain standing the whole time, and if they yield the floor for any reason, they lose the floor and the vote can take place. That's the end of the filibuster. Senators Ted Cruz, you may remember Ted Cruz of Texas and Rand Paul of Kentucky, both engaged in real talking filibusters to block the administration of Obama from trampling on the Constitution. When those filibusters happened, we sent confidential action letters directly to their offices supporting them and cheering them on. And our church, Pray For Us, picked up the tab for the whole process, all those thousands of letters that were sent. Filibuster, by the way, comes from an old Dutch word that means pirate, like Johnny Depp, pirate. And the rule became popular in the Senate in the 1850s. Cloture, though, is a 20th century rule that President Woodrow Wilson, a flaming liberal Democrat, encouraged. Rules are always great when they benefit the Democrats, but when they can't have it their way, suddenly they will claim the rules are broken and have to be changed. Cloture was originally designed to break a filibuster and end debate on a piece of legislation so it can be voted on. The lazy senators, who rarely engage in any actual filibuster, can use it to block any legislation so long as 41 senators refuse to cut off debate. It's a tyranny of the minority, in other words. Here we're talking about the minority leading the country, not the majority. So long as 41 Democrats stand together, they can block the wall, they can block the Obamacare repeal, they can block tax cuts, and they can block anything else, and that's exactly what they're doing. Why? Because of this cloture rule. And they can also do it without ever actually having the fortitude and courage to conduct a real filibuster. Cloture is a stupid rule for America. We have to stop being a dumb America. We got to start being a smart America. I say we can safely eliminate the cloture rule and keep the filibuster in place, but force the senators to do a real filibuster, just like Jimmy Stewart. And you know what? If they want to use the filibuster, they have to stand up and talk, not use minority tyranny. Here's why. Remember, in order to carry out a real filibuster, the senator has to remain standing and keep talking. There's no bathroom breaks. Senator Dianne Feinstein, for example, a Democrat from California, is 83 years old. She can barely stand. How long do you suppose she could filibuster a bill? 15 minutes, 20 minutes top, maybe not even 10, I don't know. Senator John McCain, a Democrat, a Republican from Arizona. Well, McCain is 80 years old and clearly senile. He may forget which direction to talk in. Senator Barbara Mikulski from Maryland, she's 80 years old. Senator Dick Durbin from Illinois, 77 years old. These guys make me look like a spring chicken. 66 current U.S. senators are retirement age or older. My point is that the vast majority of the senators would not be able to filibuster any legislation for very long, and then the Senate could hold a vote and pass any bill with a simple 51-vote majority, which is what our Constitution requires. But because of the cloture rule, 41 senators can claim they are conducting a fake filibuster and hold up legislation. As Barack Obama arrogantly stated, I'm sure you remember this, and I quote, "Elections have consequences. If you guys want to set policy, maybe you should go out and win some elections," close quote. Sorry, Obama and the failing Democrat Party. Now the shoe's on the other foot. It's time to end the cloture rule for the good of America. The cloture rule is a bogus rule invented by Democrats to benefit Democrats, and it's time to eliminate this rule of idiots and trounce the damn Democrats. America is bankrupt and has been overrun by globalists for years because of this cloture rule. Let's get rid of it. President Trump is absolutely right. The Democrats would do this if the shoe was on the other foot. We can eliminate the cloture rule and leave the filibuster rule in place. You supported Donald Trump when he was campaigning to make America great again. Are you willing to help President Trump make that really happen? Actually happen? You are? Are you a dedicated American really ready to MAGA, make America great again? You are? Great! Then please click on the icon link appearing at the top of the screen to subscribe to my newsletter. And remember, you can subscribe or unsubscribe at any time. Sign up now and get involved in the struggle to MAGA, make America great again. This is Charles Benninghoff signing off and wishing you freedom, fulfillment, and God's many blessings.
Sign up for our newsletters to join the team defending faith, family, and flag. Just click or tap the icon in the upper right corner of the video screen. Click again to go to our website where you can sign up for our daily action plans for America.